Hello everyone, Scrap and Lizzie here for a second or three. Take up some of your time on your Monday afternoon. Might be Monday evening before I ever post this, I don't know. But I wanted to show you what I'm going to do, something here. First of all, this is my girl. Do any of you have baby dolls? Look, is she beautiful or what? I just made her a blouse. See, so she's now got a pants and a blouse to match. She's a fun size to make clothes for. Look at her long hair. This doll, I was given a box of fabric from a friend around the corner, and in the box of fabric, the fabric had belonged to her aunt, and her aunt was an avid sewer and a knitter, and so she gave me so much fabric. Well, first she gave me so much yarn, and I got plenty of yarn, and because of all that yarn I don't need anymore, so I appreciate all who have sent me yarn. That is amazing, and I now have got plenty enough yarn to make my hats for the homeless, and also some hats for the elderly, and also not scarves. I'm making scarves too. But this doll was in there, and she's so beautiful. Look at the eyes on her, them beautiful green eyes. But anyway, I made her. She had this pair of pants already made, so Aunt Susie was her name. She made the pants, but she didn't have the top made, so I went ahead and made the top. So she's got a top to wear. Do you all play with dolls? I love them, and I don't think we're ever too old to play with our dollies. So now, if you have dollies, you should play with them. You should play with them. I mean, if you don't have dollies, get you a dolly and dress her and love her. And okay, so what I want to show you today, I just finished, or sort of finished, this another sleeping bag, a journal sleeping bag, which I put in a journal. Thank you, Judy. A journal in here on this side. So when you're not writing in your journal needs to be sleeping somewhere and safe. This keeps your journal sleeping and safe. In this pocket over on this side, I have stickers. I can also put in, maybe if there is, like, here I got this little tag that was sent to me when I turned 69, and I'm fixing to turn 62, no, 72. So, you know, I might want to put that in there, because I might put that in my journal. So I'm going to put that, and I put a pen, because, you always need a pen to write with, and if you're a unicorn, you should have a unicorn pen. So that's what goes on the inside. But and I still have this tassel that I made. It's got a few beads in there. It's got all different kinds of fibers, a lot of different textiles in this tassel, and it's just added to a split key ring. This I'm going to put. I want to tie this here little thing up here. And then, if it's just tied, sewn right there, then I can put that in the key ring and just give it a little tie there, and then it'll hold. But then if I want to take my tag off, then I can just untie this, and then I can move my tassel. Here's a little resin little charm I made, and I put on there. That's fun. Okay, but what I want to show you here is these are magnets. You all may have seen magnets advertised on some of the sewing and quilting channels. Are advertising these two-piece magnets that are made for sewing. And so you can put one. They're pretty doggone strong, let me tell you. This isn't the sewing one here. See, so you get this. You may have seen these kind of things on the back of name tags that you can wear. And so there's this one with the three magnets, and then this one here is where you would glue it on to your name tag, and so you can wear your name tag. And this is exactly what those things are made for sewing, to be able to put, like if you have two pieces of fabric like this, you put the magnet underneath, and then you put the metal on top, and then that holds your two pieces of fabric together. And I am going to use some of these for when I'm doing my slow stitching sitting in my chair, and I don't want to have needles. I don't want to have pins in my fabric because I tend to poke myself. So I seen these advertised on a video when I was watching a quilting video, and I said, oh, those are really nice. And so I looked them up, and then I said, oh my gosh, no, I'll never own any of them because they're very expensive. You buy them like 3, 4, and 5, 6 at a time, and they're quite a bit for packaging. I mean, for, per package, they're quite expensive. And then, so then I started looking around to see, because when they showed it, I said, well, that looks just like, I've had a couple name tags. I still have them. They're in there, stuck on my filing cabinet that I used when I was working. And, it just held on with the magnets like that. And so I said, I wonder if you can just buy the magnets for the name badges. So I searched around a little bit, and sure enough, I got a package of 30 of these. I'll never need more than 30. And so I'm going to use them for my sewing projects. And like I say, especially like when I'm slow stitching and I'm sitting in my lazy chair, and I just want to hold that one piece onto what I'm working on, because right now I'm working on the quilt that I'm finally working on, the quilt that I am making out of the squares that so many subscribers have sent me a square, and I'm putting them on right now, and these are perfect to hold it on while I do the slow stitching to stitch it on, and these are perfect. So, but don't buy the ones that are made for sewing. Look for the ones that are made for, they're called name badge magnets. And this one has 30 in there. Did I say 20? There's 30 in there. So that, much better deal. What I want to do here now is I'm going to take this. Let's see, how will I do this? This here piece of fabric, this is leftover fabric from one of my baby doll shirt. And so I'm going to put, if I had fabric glue, I do have some, but where is it? I don't know. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just fold this like this. Then will that slip in there? Yeah. I'm going to fold that in like this. I'm going to fold it in half. I just kind of made it sort of a size here to match. And so that will fit inside. And then I'm going to just sew that into like a little tube. I'm going to sew that into a little tube. And see, this is the nice thing about the way I sew is you don't need, well, I use the pattern for my little doll shirt, but I don't usually use any kind of a pattern. But after I did make that little doll shirt, then I had stuff going through my mind of how I could make some other things basically using the same pattern. So, yeah, so anyway, okay, here now I have, here I made that one, and let me go ahead and sew this one, and I'm going to do the same thing, is just sew it right on down to make like a little tube or a little pocket. I'm just going down one side and then across the bottom. Okay, now so there I have that. I have those two. Now I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn it into the right way by just using this little skewer. There we go. So we see the right side of the fabric, and hopefully I got it wide enough. I do so much guesstimating, and I don't always have things correct. Iron that. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this other one, and I'm going to put 1/2 of the set of magnets in one side and 1/2 in the other side. Okay, see, I'm iron that one. Alright, so I'm going to slide this 1/2 inside here. Okay. And then the other half is going to go in here. It's got some foam on that one side with sticky on it, but okay, I got to remember that I want it. Okay, so that's what it looks like now when it's wrapped up in the fabric. So I can take now and okay, I'm going to just, now I've got enough space here. The magnet goes to here, so I'm going to take this space, this piece, I'm just going to fold that over, being careful not to sew across the metal. Okay, wait a minute, now make sure I have, gotta make sure I got that right. Yeah, that's right. Make sure that foam is down there. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and stitch that, a couple of stitches. Okay, now it would probably be neater if I stitched that by hand, but I'm not into neat stuff. Okay, now here I want to be able to feel those magnets, so I'm going to fold it this way, so I'm going to fold it under, so I feel the magnets here, and then I'm going to stitch this, making sure I don't stitch over the actual clip. And all right, now, so I didn't, it's the raw edge there showing, but that's going to be hidden. Now what I want to do, I want this to be able to magnetize right here, like a closure. I want it to magnetize. You don't have to have it to magnetize, but I just want it to. So what I'll do, I'll remove my little book here, and I want to put this one here. That one's got the magnets. I can feel the magnets. And then I have a needle here, I think. Yep, there it is. Oh, it's still hooked onto the bow that I was going to, that I need to sew onto the, oh, good grief. Okay. Boy, it's been an interesting day today. Can you imagine waking up to no water? Well, actually, last night is when we woke up to no water. Well, we didn't wake up. It's just all of a sudden there was no water. We said, oh my gosh, we have no water. That's what we said. Oh my gosh, we have no water. And so I'm going to hand stitch this at the bottom. Yeah, so we had no water. And so our pump, we have a pump and well. And so, and it's been the same pumping well for about 23 years now. And so it give up the ghost. So I didn't call yesterday because it was Sunday, and I know they'll charge double to come out on a Sunday. And so we called this morning, and we had these nice boys come out, and we needed, as it turned out, we needed the points, and then we needed another something, and then we needed a new tank because the bladder was perforated in our old tank. So we'd been needing a new pump for a while. Not a new pump, but the new tank and the point thing. And so they come out and with our little estimate, and they estimated $950. So anyway, we said, well, we gotta have water. We don't have $950. Well, Papa and I each have our own saving, our own little accounts. We did when we got married, and we just never joined them. We just, we just have always had our own accounts. And so we went and checked in our checkbooks and looked, and we said, oh my gosh, we have like almost enough. And with a little finagling and a little Robin to pay, how do they say that? Robin to pay Paul or something like that. We had enough money to pay them their $950. I said, well, geez, if I'd known we'd had that much money, I'd have been out shopping. Not really, though. You always have to keep a little bit in case of an emergency like that, and that was an emergency because if you don't have no money when you get an emergency like that, you up poop creek without a paddle. Oh, I got these needles that are self-threading, and it's self-threaded just fine. And so anyway, so now we have everything above ground is all new. The pump is a submersible pump, and it's way down in the ground, and thank goodness our pump is fine. It was just the tank and the mechanics that are at the top that weren't fine. So, okay, also when you're doing this, I could have put the magnet down under this fabric right here. I could have done that if I wanted to, but for some reason I wanted something colorful here. And so I'm just hand stitching this whole thing on here with this magnet, getting this magnet stitched. And then I'm going to go to the other side and stitch the other half of the magnet closure, and this is going to have a good tight clasp. So then if I so choose to put in, I'm just putting a whip stitch around here. If you can see, you probably can't see because I'm not good at that. So here we go. Now I will just I hope you can hear me all right. I know for some reason sometimes my voice isn't traveling to the microphone as it should be. Oops, there, see? So now this side of the magnet is on here, and then I'm going to go here. I'm going to have to move you, Mr. Unicorn Pin. Now this part is, you know what I could do? I could actually put that on with fabric glue. That might be almost better. Well, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to sew it. But I could do it with magnet glue. There's no magnet glue. Then I'm going to make another, I'm going to start another one of these journals, covers, journal sleeping bag. I start with a placemat, a fabric placemat. But I got a lot of threads that I want to use. And I've been saving threads, and so I want to use threads. So maybe when I get this one put up, I'll start the next one right away with another little video. I haven't made a lot of videos those last few days because I've been a little under the weather after this procedure on my nose. Not that it's a bad thing, it just, I don't know, it just, maybe it's the antibiotics that I'm on or something. It just keeps me kind of feeling a little limp. And so I haven't done a whole lot. But then I got a beautiful get well gift from my husband. I think my daughter helped him, but got a get well gift. I'll show you my get well gift in a minute. I love get well gifts from my family. Okay, now I'm gonna glue this one. It flaps right now, but I'm gonna glue it. But look at this. When you close this, now that is magnetically closed right in there. That magnetic, and so, and that is a tight. That's tight. So see, now I can put my journal in here, and there's enough space in that pocket. So if after using this journal it gets a little bit. Hi Papa, what you doing?
Hi darling, I come to give you a little smoocher.
Oh, is it your, oh, it is 8 o'clock. It's your time to go back to bed.
I'm going to go watch a couple, or at least one Kung Fu video.
You're going to watch a Kung Fu video?
Yeah, maybe two, depending on when you get there.
Yeah, I'm going to be up a little while. All right, I'm making a little video. Say hello, everyone.
Hi, y'all. How you doing?
Okay. They'll hear you when I load this up.
Okay, I'll see you when you get there, darling.
Okay, sweetie. And so, see, there you go. I love you too, darling. So there's a place for my pen. You could make two if you wanted to, and then I have stickers in here that can go into my journal as I'm journaling. And then now I have the magnetic closure. So it is closed with that magnet. Now I'm going to use this. Did I use all that thread on that? Yeah, I did. I used all that thread on that needle because I want to. Oh yeah, I have to show you my prize I got. I get a prize for being under the weather. Going under the knife. Oh Lord. I'm telling you, my friends, take care of your nose. Do not. I mean, skin cancer is so real. And first they thought I had basal cell cancer, then they decided it was squamous cell. So, but they're going to keep a good eye because I guess squamous can metastasize or something, you know. And if it's not gotten quickly, it's faster. Oh, I don't know, but anyway, they're going to keep a good eye on it for me, so I don't have a thing to worry about. That's my second piece of cancer that I had to get. One was on my arm, and then this one on my nose. The arm was a lot easier. Okay, so now I'm gonna, I might still want to, I might still put maybe a couple yo-yos or something on here. And, boy, I can hardly even navigate a needle. I really feel kind of limp. It's just like I feel like I'm moving in slow motion. So here I am just sticking this little strip of this fabric up here. And I'm just kind of slow stitching it on there. You know what I should do probably is make a couple yo-yos even using this same red fabric because it's so pretty, and then use them yo-yos and maybe put like 3 flowers up here and then maybe a rickrack stem down there. That would be pretty. Just to add a little bit more, I would just slow stitch that on there. Okay, see, now that is stitched on there, and then I can take my tassel, and there is my tassel, and there is my sleeping bag for my journal. And it's just very rustic looking. It's just this, the cover I put, it's got I did weaving of using my strips of I don't think I did that one on a video, did I? I used strips of selvage edges, and I just did weaving on a placemat. Then I turned the placemat up. Wow, that magnet. And see, it's not enough to make the pocket, so I added a piece of, this is flannel fabric, I added that to make the pocket deeper. See there? And there it is. That's my little one. So now I have 2 done, and I need a few more because I've got like 4, at least 4 of these journals started already, and then these are so pretty, just like this. Now I want to, well, you met my little one right here. You met her. I haven't named her yet. A name hasn't come, but I'm going to be making her more close because she also came with a pattern. She got bib overhauls, and this is the blouse pattern I used, but I don't have the bow. I got the bow made, but it's not on there. I got to stick it on there. It goes down here. And so it's got a little bow on it, a little skirt. Here's some little shorts, a hat. You could make this same shirt without sleeves. Got a hairband I can make for her. But it's beautiful. I just love it. And shoes. I've got shoes for, oh no, I don't have shoes for her. That's right. I have to make her some shoes. I got a shoe. Now I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to show you my get well present. And now you might think something's wrong with this woman. She likes to play with doll babies. Well, I do like to play with doll babies, and everybody should like playing with doll babies because they're so therapeutic. I once worked in an assisted living facility, and there was a craze that went through. One of the family members bought their mom a little doll, and mom loved the doll. She carried that doll with her everywhere. And then other residents wanted a doll. And so it got to where we had 6 or 7 ladies there that all had their doll babies with them all the time. And it offered conversation between the resident ladies, and they just loved their dolls. Well, then where I worked, the PR people or whatever, they take people around on tours. Somebody will come into the facility and they say, I want to check out your facility because I might want to put Aunt Judith in to stay with you all. And so the PR people, or whatever you call them, they told us up in our floor. I was up on the floor because I was with the memory care unit, the ones with the memory problems, and they told me that you have to get rid of the dolls because when people who are thinking about putting their loved ones in there, they see that we're treating them like children, they're not going to want to put their loved ones in there. I felt really bad. I said, we're not treating them like children, not at all. And but they said, well, when they see, the residents there with baby dolls, but it's memory care. These all have some kind of dementia, Alzheimer's, something, and but no, they made that rule that we could not let them play with their dolls. So we tried it for a while. We said, okay, you got to leave your doll babies in your room. They have to say they're going to have to take naps while you guys are out here. That didn't go over. That went over like a turd in a punch bowl. Cement cloud. It just wasn't going over. So I finally said, I ain't listening. I ain't listening to the higher ups. I was in charge of my department, and this is what we're going to do. And so I let them keep their dolls. The higher ups didn't bring it up again, thank goodness, because I was ready to fuss with them. Okay, now wait a minute. Here we go. This is my newest member of my family. Look at her. She's got little flowers in her hair. She had a jacket on too when she came, and she had her shoes on when she came back. I wanted her to feel comfortable, so I took her jacket off and her shoes off. But I have a lot more clothes for her, because in that package of stuff and this is why I wanted an 18-inch doll, because in that package of fabrics that I received, it had a bunch, I'd say at least 50 pieces of handmade clothing that fits on an 18-inch doll, and she's 18 inches. And so this one's 14 inches here, so she uses 14-inch. And then there was a couple of Barbie dolls in there too, and of course Barbies, they've got their own shape and size. So, but these are my babies. These are my Oh, this is Hannah Faith. I named her Hannah. I love the name Hannah, and so her name is Hannah Faith Phillips. And so, but her sister I haven't named yet. Nothing's jumped out at me yet for this one. And so, but I am sure that one will come. But she has her little pacifier, because every once in a while she gets a little fussy, and she needs her little pacifier. So, but I haven't changed her clothes yet. I only got her this morning. She came delivered very, very carefully. She got delivered this morning. She's got even a little giraffe. See, she's got a giraffe on her shirt. She's got a giraffe that lives with her. And I have a little carrier for her and everything, and I love her so much. And maybe I'm the one with the dementia. I don't know. But I did not have dolls when I was little. I always wanted dolls. And I've bought dolls for my granddaughters, although the granddaughters don't really play with dolls so much anymore. They get into the electronics. So that's Hannah. Now, let's see. I need to read you something. Whoopsie. See right there for a minute, Hannah. Okay, here we are. Okay, Hannah, here, let's put this under your little head. Make you a little more comfortable. I'm going to read to you from You Are Stronger Than You Know. Words of hope and encouragement for somebody living with a chronic illness. Okay, and I'm going to pick something out of here. And let's see. See if I can find a page that's stuck together. Okay, here. This one says, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that comes off my tax bill. I had to pay that this morning. Okay, trust your instincts. More than anything else, it is essential that you trust your own instincts. You will be relying on your instincts to help guide you toward the practitioners, approaches, and treatments that make the most sense to you. Your decisions may not be made on anything more than gut feeling or a sense. After reading or hearing about a particular approach that wow, that just sounds so right, or you might choose to find a practitioner who inspires your utmost trust, your utmost confidence, faith, and hope, and follow his or her direction. Instinct comes into play there as well, because some of the best practitioners are combining their own instincts, applying the art of medicine to making decisions about complex and rarely clear cut treatment approach. Treat yourself, trust your instincts. No, trust yourself, trust your instincts, and trust what your body is trying to tell you. Now, that was written by by Mary Shulman. But then again, on your trust your instincts, inside of you lie all the answers, all the worries and confusion you harbor as you walk through your life each day. They don't have to weigh you down and close you off from the true you, because all the answers lie within your soul. Listen to your heart. Hear your spirit as it guides you to the next position, excuse me, to the next positive step toward your freedom. Hear your mind's voice leading you in the right direction. You will you will never lead yourself wrong. And that was written by Paula Michelle Adams. Okay, now I'm going to find something I want to write in my journal. Now see, this is another um, journal sleeping bag I made. This one I'm holding this is my self-love journal. And in here in the pocket, I have the cards that I'm using. I've got some stickers here. Let's move Hannah just a little bit here. Hannah, I'm gonna have to move you. Sorry, sweetheart. Put you right there, Hannah. Okay, and then I can put this up here. Okay, so I have my book. I have my pen. And I find the next page I'm going to write on. And let's see. Oh, I got a bookmark there. And here's the next page. And then I'm going to find a card. Let's see. Which card do I want? This one? Oh, I did that one already. Okay, so let me just pick something else here. Oh, this is a fun one. And this is good for self-love. This one is real good for self-love. And let's put that here. Put this back in here in the pocket where it belongs. And let's put a sticker. I think I want to start this page with a sticker. So I'm going to put a sticker here. Little kitty cat with some hearts. And it says, take an honest snapshot of your personality and describe in vivid detail what you see. This is a very good one. I like this. Okay, take an honest snapshot. Snap-hot. I can't spell. Cannot of your personality. Describe in vivid detail what you see. Okay, yep. And this is a very good one to do, especially when it comes to self-love, is write that down, talk about it, think about it, meditate about it. vivid detail what you see when you look. You're taking a snapshot of your personality, because you know what? Your past personality is what makes you beautiful. You can look at the most beautiful movie star ever. If they do not have a personality to go with their beauty, or any person, if they don't have a good personality to go with that image, if that image isn't there, if it's only pretty on the outside, um, yeah, the person has a lot of work to do. So, so that is my self-love journal. I will write in that in just a little bit. I'll leave it right here. And this was the first one I made. I still think I want to put a tassel on this one too. And this one I made a little different. And I'm going to start on a third one because I have another. I have another. Well, I need 3 or 4 or 5 of them. But each one of my, I'm going to have a basket that is just for my journals, and these will look so pretty just in a basket. And so, yeah. So I ask, I don't want to scare you here, but I get the stitches out on Wednesday. I go and have the stitches taken out of my nose. And it's got to where now I can touch my nose and it doesn't send me off screaming in pain. I can open my eyes now, and that is really good, because there was one day I couldn't open this eye at all. I I don't know how this bruise showed up down here. Now it's clearing up too, thank goodness. But one morning that bruise was there. My eyes are getting less puffy, and the bruising there is going away. And I'll be glad to get all the stitches out. I feel like a porcupine if I touch it, which I try not to touch it, but I feel like a porcupine with all them stitches sticking out of there. There's so many you can't count them. And so, but yeah, you guys be careful. Be careful in the sun. When you're in the sun, make sure you have sunshade, sunscreen on your nose, especially your nose, because the surgeon that did this part, he said most skin cancer will be is on the nose. On the nose. He's done it all over, and tops of your ears. He's done a lot. And so, but you got to be careful, because this skin cancer is real. And once it starts ulcerating, and see, that's why I couldn't, it wasn't healing, is because it started ulcerating and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And it didn't heal anymore, because now the cancer was just open to the air. So yeah, you all be so careful, because this, it I mean, it didn't hurt during the actual surgery, because they numb, they numb it so much. And but then the next couple of days right after, I had a pounding headache, and my eyes hurt, everything hurt, and so yeah. That is just my warning to all of you whom I love. Be very careful to keep. There's so much now that you can buy that you can just put on your nose, like it's in a tube or whatever. Just put that on and your children especially. Keep that. And then under here too, be real careful. And so just kind of to protect yourself and your family from the sun rays, because the sun rays will do it to you. And it may not show up till you're older, but you don't even want to have it when you're older. You don't want it when you're young. You don't want to have it when you're old. You just don't want to have it, period. And so, but I thank everybody for all the prayers and all the prayers that have been sent for my problem, because without the prayers, I don't know if I could have made it, because I'm such a wimp. Okay, I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make. Love yourself first so that you can love others. Love your neighbors. Just always look for the positive. Get negativity out. Get rid of negativity. Stay positive. And gosh, your life will be so much happier. So much happier. Okay, God bless you all, and I will see you on the next video. Y'all are beautiful, and you got beautiful little noses, so keep them noses healthy. God bless.